Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Spazcraft. Check out this view. Uh, oh, there we go. Sorry about that. It's actually pretty neat when you look through the water. The character still looks fine, but the sky looks different. But there we go. There is our project from last time. It's quite hideous, but for now, we're going to go ahead and leave it because we are going to get started on what we're going to probably be working most of this season of Spazcraft on, and what's going to become a large part of the stuff happening. And it is time for us to do our part, as Skatem, Davis, Gur, and Annie Mouse have definitely got a head start on that. So, last season we all lived kind of close together and shared a big spawn region. This go around, we've decided, we flirted with an idea of all of us living together and working on like one thing together and like sharing everything, but that's just very hard to do, especially if you do want to have a lot of people and everyone wants to do their own thing. It can get a little bit difficult. So what we decided to do was everyone will go out into the world and build their own basically kingdom. And we're all going to have them connected, of course, through the nether hub tunnels and through roads and rails on land. And then we'll have this spawn area that's a mutual ground, where if it's a project that like everyone can use, you could maybe build it here. We might have some shops. Really just make this as a nice place. It's a central hub of the world that also links right up to the hub world for spawn. And then when you go out into the rest of the world, everyone will have a different region, and everyone's kingdom looks like it's going to be in a different biome, and it's probably going to specialize in something different as well, because everyone will have shops. I'm probably going to do it similar to Hermitcraft in that we're going to use the diamonds as a currency. We flirted with a bunch of other items. We had a big discussion on that tonight, but there are very few items in the game that you either can't, that you, one, can't farm, two, you want, and once you have a bunch of them, you still want more because they were useful, and three, can also become in large quantities, but also not so much that it would flood the systems, and diamonds are pretty perfect for that. So we're going to kind of use that, and people are going to set up shops at their town to give you a reason to visit. So everyone's kingdom is probably going to have a shopping district, which means you'll get to visit and do some trade, but you also might have some stuff set up here if it's more relevant to be in its spawn than, say, actually in the town itself. But for instance, right now, Davis is set up in some Savannah M biome, so he's in some almost like an amplified world, and he's in a Savannah biome building. Gur is over there for now, but she might be moving. For now, she's kind of an extreme hill, stone beach, ocean. I think she wants to go conquer the temple out there. I will be living in. I have decided I'm going to be living in a taiga, a cold taiga, which is basically the snow, the original snow biome of Minecraft. And Skatem is at ice spikes, and that's all we have at the moment, that's like for sure. So I did some exploring. We decided to go ahead and explore the ocean because 1.10's out, and if 1.11 comes out, and snapshots are coming out in a couple of weeks or several weeks from now, we figure we might as well go ahead and explore. Davis went like in the east direction. He said he went out to like 15,000, and he found almost all the biomes. He found swamp and jungle just in that one direction and got some of the resources, so we know that they're out there. But he doesn't have, we haven't explored far in the other directions, where nobody's realistically goes out more than 5,000. And again, we're not using a map this time or any applets on the internet for things like slime chunks or where things are. So we're doing this all blind. And I did a bunch of boating out in the ocean. There's a really cool island, not that far out here, but it's just taiga. It's not a cold taiga, but it was a neat island. It was tempting. I found a bunch of other stuff, but no swamp, no jungle, no mesa, no dark forest, nothing too special. The dark forest is close by that way. But I did find snow biome. Over in this corner, if you go about 1,000, a negative 1,000 in the X, and Z stays basically 0, you start to get to some ice, and I just literally boated around, didn't look very long. I found a cold taiga biome, got the course of that. It's along the ocean, right along the deep ocean, and it's not too big, and then on the back part of it, it turns to an actual tundra. And then the back of that tundra, about 1,000 tiles, is the ice spikes. And that's where Skatem is. So one of the reasons why I wanted to focus, I wanted to either build in a cold biome, or I wanted to either build in a mesa, because those are the two biomes that really have a focus of features for 1.10. We're going to do plenty of building in the nether with the nether hubs and all the traveling. So it's like we'll see the new nether features. But I really want to spend time and do the new features in 1.10. If we're playing the new update, I'd really like to focus on it. So mesas, you've got the gold and the mineshaft. I have a single player world I just played for a little bit, and I did some searching around in it, and it was awesome. really was awesome. The mine shafts with the dark oak are a huge hit that start from the surface. The more abandoned field, old time feel of the mesas, really good. The I came up out of the mines with about twice as, like, usually when you go down here you get, like, stacks of iron. I ended up with stacks of gold. Um, More than so than I did with iron. I got more gold than anything, which was really awesome. So actually we'll start out here. And then in the cold biomes, they have, and of course you also have the new mob in the hot biome. In the cold biomes, you have two new mobs, and they don't do too much now, but they're there. And then you've got some stuff from 1.9 in the cold biomes that I never touched, like the igloos and stuff. So I figured, why the heck not? I found a good spot for cold biome. No one found a mesa nearby. Everyone's at least explored out to like 2,000 tiles in every direction. Have not found a mesa, so anything could possibly be farther than that. Um, and then let's see what else. But yeah, so the new stuff 1.10 is added in those three areas, and I thought let's go ahead and focus on it. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead. I'm going to move my personal belongings to the cold taiga. We're going to set it up. I'm going to get another portal linked up, and we'll go ahead from there. And I'll show you guys the area. We'll explore it together. We'll figure it out. We'll get ourselves set up over there, and that is going to probably be the basics of this episode. So getting set up here in a new world, which I'm very excited for, because here it's just really hard to do a lot of things because it just doesn't feel it's fun to build things like this. Like, I got inspiration for this and feedback from everyone, but doing these little things around here. But if you're doing this by yourself, it's really not fun to build spawn by yourself because you just feel like everyone kind of has their own idea of it, and it's just much better when you have lots of people. And it's not just, if you had like just one friend you're building with, yeah, build together, or three friends. But some people might also be moving together in groups. So no one's decided to do a group yet, but some people might move off and build in groups, which is going to be totally fine, or build like just next to each other and kind of share the same deal. So I'm going to go through here and take a little bit of the basics of everything. Of course, I'm not going to take too much because I don't want to, obviously, but I'm going to take the basics of everything. And the stuff that I know I got, like a mining trip, I know I got like a stack or two of iron and like a couple stacks of all of these. So I'm just going to take one pocket full of inventory basically from this chest room to bring myself resources. And then we'll go ahead and we'll travel out. I killed one of those endermen and I got an ender pearl, and I think I'm going to actually turn it into an ender chest so that I can have one. And there's one here I know, so that way I can easily link up stuff if I do have to do large transports in the short term. I figured I should go ahead and do that. And yeah, Davis has moved out to his area. I think Skatums went out to his area. Gur is still there, but no one else has been on the server recently, so they haven't really heard the new news yet. It was a busy weekend. Graduations are all coming up. If you did not know, Skatum is graduating in just like a week. So things have been a little bit busy, but the server was also down for 4 days. I don't think I mentioned that. I think I mentioned it last time, but the server was down for like 4 days. That was another reason why nothing happened, and I played Stardew Valley, and those series of episodes have been uploaded. Of course, those are recorded old. I've still got a whole bunch backlogged. But to give you an idea of what I'm taking, I did put some items in here. So this is like everything that I'm taking with me. I just took a couple of seeds of everything, because I contributed some people contribute the other ones. Take them myself, and that way I can at least start growing. I think I have like almost all the crops there. Still need to get saplings from people, including dark oak, which maybe I'll come back and do that, and oak and birch and jungle. I didn't bring spruce because I know there's plenty of spruce trees there, and just some of the random stuff that I got. I did take a little bit of nether supplies. We'll have plenty of that soon though. The fish I've gotten, I took some of it because I did most of that my AFK. The stuff that I was reasonable from what I took from when I was mining. I meant to take another stack of iron. I will be taking another stack of iron and probably one less stack of redstone. I'll swap that out. Although there's so much in here, but I'll take a half of the stack because I want to leave some in here for some people, because some people are still going to be living out of this. At some point, we'll probably clear most of this out. Once everyone gets to their own area, we'll kind of divide up the rest of the rares of this resources maybe. But I definitely mined more iron than this, and probably, yeah, definitely more coal, but this is all I need. And I know I've been using things other people got. So there's all the stuff I'm bringing. A little bit of, oak and stuff, just so I can set up a mini base when I get there, and then I'll just start gathering everything else myself. for the most part, because nothing here was like so rare that I can't just get it there. You know, of course I would love to take all of this with me, but it'll be fine. We'll just start making resources there because you set up one base, we'll set up a second base. We're going to sleep, and then I'm going to head out on the boat. It should not be too far of a journey. It's literally, I think I just like got to follow the coast. I remember there being some land masses, like if I go due this way, it'll take me about 5 minutes on a boat. There'll be some land masses I might have to go out and cut around because there's like a cluster of islands. But if I hit it at the right spot, I should be able to cut through just fine. Here's the boat that I made. The boats are, I'm getting used to the boats in this version. Just can't turn around. But, alright, now we'll head off. So here are my chords. I ended up making it, by the way, and not too far of a deal. You saw there were some temples. When I did my exploring, I found 3 temples. There's some islands and some other stuff not too far away. This isn't the exact spot that I was at, but it's definitely close. I remember finding this, but I'm not sure if I want to build near this. I might, in any case, like try and completely avoid it. It's just a painful overhang, although it wouldn't be too hard to tear it down and shape it into something a little bit more reasonable. Let's get this off the screen. I do want to maybe climb it to take a peek of the terrain because I'd like to build a coastal town, but I'd like to see what the coastal region's like. So this is where it starts to switch to more tundra, and it goes to actual tundra back there. Probably want to avoid this area right here. Oh, polar bears. We haven't seen the polar bears yet. So I think I'm going to build more back in this direction. It might be a little bit farther from spawn. Which again won't be too terrible because we'll have a portal built, so we're not gonna have to worry about that. You know, it'll only be like 100 tiles in the nether. If it's 1,000 on land, it'll probably be more like 250 in the nether. This area looks very promising, this valley back here, and could connect to the river that way. Let's just go all the way up to the top. We'll go all the way up to the top and we'll see what we've got. Alright, big coastline, a couple islands here and there. We've got this overhang here. It might be worth boating over there to the other side of that big island. I think that's where I came in, but then I came back. So it might be worth boating down there. There might be something a little bit more easier to build with. Because I'm not a fan of like this junk here, but I am a fan of this part right here, actually. Very cool. So it might be worth exploring that. I might go do a little bit more exploring around. We'll go boat over and then find a place to pack up. Let me just peek out the back here. Didn't really look too hard in this direction. Oh, it gets relatively hilly. I think all of this is, yeah, it's Cold Taiga M, so it's all going to be a little bit more amplified. Cold Taiga Mega. But again, the Cold Taiga region, I remember not being too big. It goes to tundra relatively quickly. But this area here looks rather promising down here in the valley. So that might actually be where I build. This might be it, and we'll just have to deal with this accordingly. You know, might be able to make some pretty cool stuff under that overhang, though. So it might be worth leaving, or at least shaping it up just a little bit. I'm going to boat over in that direction to see how far the taiga goes. And if it doesn't go too much farther, then we'll go ahead and build here. And call that good, because it'll connect us up to the tundra pretty well. That looks pretty cool with like it hanging in the distance like a big mountain. That's actually kind of a neat area. I might have to build behind that island and connect. It's actually a cool little outlet, a little inlet to get out, where you have to weave through the ice. But I'm going to go around the corner here and just take a peek, just in case there's something better over here. But I think this goes to maybe just normal Cold Taiga. I don't like the big beach. Not a fan of the big beach. Don't mind a cove, but if the cove is completely frozen over, then I'd rather just have the flat coast. And yeah, okay, there is a little bit more over here. But it's getting dark, and I kind of wanted to go to sleep before it got too dark. Okay, yeah, and then it just turns to all normal taiga. So this is all the actual taiga here. And then this is the, okay, yeah, so you can see it's a relatively small biome. I could build along the back here, but then you just look at that taiga land. I think those hills might be a little bit better because I don't want to build like right up at the base of these hills, but maybe I do. See, I envision kind of building some kingdom walls. So oh, it's not in my inventory. So I'm thinking that maybe the walls would have been better in that little valley there, much more protective. So I think I might go back there. Ooh, is that a ravine? Ooh, yeah, it is. Awesome. Looks like there could be some good caves here, at least some caves to start with. And that's the sand woods. Let's see, get out. Oh, that didn't work. I guess I'll run up here real quick and then, actually, you know what? Nope. Just gonna plop the bed down and sleep and we'll just break it again. Let's just get this over with before mobs spawn. Better. Much better. Apparently the Amanda Show will be back on TV. It's a good show as a kid. I thoroughly enjoyed watching. Yeah. This is much better on this other side. So yeah, we'll make the front side over here. We're going to move the boat around. Okay, well we decided we can always take over this whole freaking peninsula. But I think we'll focus our efforts on the other side where that cool overhang was. We'll focus our efforts there. So let me get there. I'll start up a little base, and we'll have to start with the basics: cutting the trees down, lighting it up, fencing some things in, collecting, catching, breeding any animals that are in the region, and then of course do a little bit of exploring of the nearby terrain. You never know if there's going to be an igloo. I've never found one in survival, so would like to maybe find one out there. We'll confront some polar bears too, and maybe see. I know polar bears and the new skeleton mob. And yeah, I know those two things spawn for sure in tundras, and igloos spawn for sure in tundras. But I wonder if I wonder if those three things will spawn in any snow biome. So that will they also spawn in spikes, ice spikes? Will they also spawn in cold taiga? I'm not sure. I will be rather interested to see if they would spawn in those biomes. And then in the normal taiga forest, you get the villages to spawn, but will they spawn in the cold taiga? Not sure. I think it'd be very cool if all of those things show. I understand why igloos wouldn't, because you need the flat ground, and the villagers, I guess, too. Maybe not in the cold taiga M, but maybe in a basic cold taiga. But yeah, let me get ourselves set up here. We'll use this as our little cove here and get started. Okay, I've set up my little base. I'm just around the corner. There's like the river that goes out into the open. There's the big hillside. Set up my little base here. I just slept in the bed, and I left another portal over here because I guess what we're going to do is try and see if we can get to the nether portal at spawn, and then that'll be it for this episode. I'm going to spend some AFK time tonight in the fish farm just to get some stuff, get some resources back, and yeah, that'll be it for this episode. I'll start working on this off screen, clearing out, gathering some resources, and we'll see how this goes. But for now, we're going to try and see if we can make it to spawn. I don't know the exact coordinates of the portal, which is a bad idea, but I know it's somewhere in that direction, so hopefully we can figure this out. Oh, well, I came through someone's portal, which means someone is close by. I think the only person who's been digging tunnels in here has been Animals. The question is if I go back through this. Oh, dang. I'll just have to sync up the portals. I have to go into the nether and build a portal at my cords. Unless this is like right next door. But I bet you it's not. What the heck? What are my cords right now? Yeah, I'm not even close. Oh, this is Davis's base. Or no, this is Skatem's. Skatem's at the ice spikes. You see, Skatem's like 1,000 away from me. So he tunneled to those coordinates, and like so then we'll have to sync up a portal. That's all that means. It means we have to sync up a portal, but it shouldn't be difficult. I have to go get some obsidian though, because I need obsidian for an ender chest, and I need obsidian for a portal here in the nether. But it should mean, whoops. Yeah, he's at negative 100, negative 100. If I go to negative 100, positive 100, I should be able to link up to mine, which means I can use half of his tunnel and then cut somewhere else, and it should not be a problem. Should not be an issue at all. And he was smart to build his portal 3x3. Okay, no. So I'll build my portal. I won't use his tunnels because his goes 1 and 1. But I want to go. I want to go this direction first before I go this direction. And plus, everyone's gonna have their own style to their tunnel. So I should just build my own instead of using his and then basically only building. Well, that would make sense. 'Cause I'd have to go down here, down, and then back left again. So yeah, I'll just have to build my own tunnel. But I'm very close to his. Because he's 200 from the spawn portal and I am 100. Oh, so this is Skatum's then. I'm pretty sure those are the cores of the ice spikes. Could possibly be Animals because he did bring villagers back, but I'm thinking it's somewhere else with the torches. So I've done very little exploring of the Nether. We'll have an episode of this because I will need to get, want to visit another fortress and we'll do some exploring and we'll work on our tunnel, but that is to come later. Let's head ourselves into spawn. If this is correct. And it is. Perfect. So there was a really bad thunderstorm when I was on earlier working on this tower, and there was just skeleton horses spawning everywhere with lightning strikes. And I saw lightning strike over here, it hit the netherrack, and a skeleton horse spawned literally like right in this block, like inside of it, and it was suffocating. I could see it from over there. It was slowly working its way out. It had to be one of the horses with the maximum health, because eventually it worked its way out, and then I just one-shotted it and killed it in case it was a trap. I killed like 12 of them, and then I didn't kill one. Of course, that was the one that ended up being a trap, and I had to fight 4 horsemen. But lightning hit here, and I thought for sure his villagers in here. He's got 2 sitting in boats. Actually, we'll take a look. I thought for sure these turned into witches because if lightning strikes villagers, they turn into witches. And I know it's like whatever block it hits is like a 3x3 radius, but I think it hit this one, which means these were all just out of range, which was pretty dang lucky. But yeah, Skaden wants to do a bunch of stuff with villagers this time. Animals was well into it, but he hasn't done anything since. So we'll cut through here, head on over to the fish farm. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this was like someone was keeping a horse in here. I have 2 saddles. So I did see some horses, but they were out on islands when I was boating. So there won't be horses in the tundra, so we'll probably have to get horses from somewhere else and then bring them in. I'm probably going to do a quick addition to this and put another chest down below that feeds into that. No, I probably won't be able to do that. I could put one here that feeds directly. No, I wouldn't be able to. I could feed it out and then down into it. Could possibly do that. But if not, we'll just let one chest fill up, right? Stacks fit. Nah, if I'm running all night. Yeah, let me build a second chest and a second hopper. I'll like dump it over here. I would prefer to have at least one extra chest, just in case. I'm not sure what rates it fills up with, because if you start getting like a bunch of random junk, it'll fill it up super fast, and then you'll get kind of screwed. So we'll bring some chests, and we'll make some hoppers. So I'll need more chests. And we need some iron. So let's do... First, actually, let me check. Do we have any in here? Oh, we got 4. Perfect. Glad I didn't craft those then. We'll take those, and we'll take these, and I'll build some extra ones here, just for the heck of it. There is redstone right under it, so I can't expand it directly below, because there's redstone right there. But I believe I can do pull. I can have it pull out of that, and then dump in. I believe. No, that's not how that works. What about this? I need it to be directly above, but then that redstone signal might lock the hopper. Let me see. I think if I do this, I have to do that. Let's try this now. There we go. Now it puts it in here. Okay. Because I'm optimistic. We'll do 3 chests. I probably will get disconnected in the night, but I will be plugged in by Ethernet, so it might be a possibility that that doesn't happen. There we go. Okay, now, if something lands in here, should end up all the way down there, and it does. Beautiful. I have my I thought this had mending on it. I swore I had mending. Well, dang. Can you repair fishing rods in an anvil? And what do you need to repair them? String? I might try max repairing it and then just... Dang, we won't need 3 chests then. Even though it's on breaking 3. I thought I had a mending one for some reason. Anything in here? Nope, we were out of string. I don't want to steal any more from Gur. I bet you it uses string. Let me Google. I'm a derp. I would need another fishing rod repaired with it, in which case it's not worth it. So we're just going to use the Unbreaking 3 one for a bit, and we'll just have to go with it. So we won't need 3, but I will be doing stuff tomorrow, and then I'm at work again. So I'll try and let it running when I'm there. Maybe we'll get a mending. I haven't got, that was right. I got a mending bow, but I didn't get a mending book. I don't think I had the infinity book maybe, and I used it on this instead of the fishing rod, but we will get the fishing rod soon. So let me fill the inventory up, and we will do some of this, and I will see you guys next episode when I'm back over at our area to do some work. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya! Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to check out some more Minecraft, why not check out my Sky Factory 2 Let's Play with Zerthig and Necker by clicking here in the top left. If you'd like to see something else, you can check out my Eidolon Let's Play that I'll be finishing this summer by clicking here in the top right. You can follow me on Twitter down below, and then if you'd like what you've seen so far and you have yet to subscribe, click the big banner below.